Okay, good morning, my dear lovely students. In the last class, we discussed about the different types of sets today, and also I think subsets of real numbers. Today, we are going to discuss one of the important concept, what we call as subsets of real numbers, that is as a intervals, that is intervals of subsets of reals. See, mainly there are four types of intervals. One by one we discussed. The first one is open interval, closed interval, semi open closed interval, or off open closed interval. The fourth one is semi closed open interval or off closed open interval. We have to discuss one by one, my dear students. That is, the first one is open interval. Open interval. See, my dear students, consider two distinct real numbers A and B be two distinct real numbers under the condition of A is less than B. Under the condition of A is less than B. Now we are going to define open interval. That is the set of all real numbers lying between A and B. Set of all real numbers. Also we can say real points lying between A and B. Are you understanding? Are you understand? Lying between A and B, excluding A and B. Excluding A and B. Symbolically, we can write like this. That is the open interval A comma B, and this can be written as, my dear students, that is the open interval A comma B, such that set of all real numbers x, set of all real numbers x, A less than x less than B. Here A and B are the end points which are not including, that means which are excluding. Here we take on, that is the x means set of all real numbers lying between A and B. This is symbolically we can write like this. And also we can define, that is A and B are two distinct real numbers under the condition of A is less than B. Then we can define an open interval, set of all real numbers lying between A and B, excluding A and B. We can express as an open interval like this, which is equal to set of all x. X means set of all real numbers, that is the lying between A and B. This is about the open interval. Diagrammatically, we can write the open interval as this is the point, is number A, this is B. The set of all real numbers lying between A and B, this indicates, this represents. That means here A and B are not included, which are excluded. Are you understood? This is the diagrammatically we can say. This means plus infinity, this is minus infinity. Are you understood diagrammatically? Example. See here, we know ಹುಣ್ಣಿಮೆ ಅಮಾವಾಸ್ಯೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಕತ್ತಲು ಮತ್ತು ಬೆಳಕು, ಆ ಥರ. Here A and B are not included. Now example, open interval 2 comma 3. This can be written as set of all x such that 2 less than x less than 3, means set of all real numbers lying between 2 and 3. Here excluding 2 and 3, excluding 2 and 3 ಅಂದರೆ 2 ಮತ್ತು 3 ಆ ಎರಡು ನಂಬರ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವೆರಡರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಬರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಓಪನ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ 2 comma 3. ಆರ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಓಪನ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೂವ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್, ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್. Closed interval. And are the same. That is, let A and B be two distinct real numbers, A less than B. Under the condition of this one, we can define closed interval. Set of all real numbers lying between A and B and including A and B, lying between A and B and also including A and B. ಅಂದರೆ ಎ ಮತ್ತು ಬಿನೂ ಸೇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅವೆರಡರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಬರುವಂತಹ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಸೇರ್ಕೊಳ್ತವೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡೆಡ್ ಎ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್. ಸಿಂಬಾಲಿಕಲಿ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ A comma B. This is equal to, that means in open interval we used open bracket, that means small bracket. Here we used big bracket, that means square bracket. Set of all x such that, here we are going to use inequality as A less than or equal to x less than or equal to B. Here A and B are the two end points. Here A and B includes with the set of all real number x. Are you understood? This is about the closed interval. Set of all x such that A is less than or equal to x less than or equal to B. Diagrammatically we can represent this represents the real number A and this one represents the real number B. The meaning and definition of a closed interval means the set of all real numbers lying between A and B. Are you understood? And also including A and B. That means we have this point also. That means this number also. Are you understood? Yes. Example for this one is we taken, that is the same example, closed interval 2 comma 3. This can be saying that set of all real numbers x such that 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3, means set of all real numbers lying between 2 and 3 and including 2 and 3. Including 2 and 3. That what we form, that is the closed interval. 2 comma 3. Are you understood? Here we shaded both the elements of A and B, that is the end points. That is the what? End points. Here A and B are called as end points. In the previous case, we don't shade it. isn't it? Here we shaded endpoints. That means in the previous case, that means in open interval excluding A and B, in closed interval including A and B. That's all. Are you understood these two type of intervals, that is the open and closed interval? Next we have to move another interval, my dear students. We have to move another interval. Semi open closed interval. Third one, semi open closed interval. Or another name for this one is half, 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 ಅರ್ಧ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಒಂದು ಎಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಸೆಮಿ ಓಪನ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ or half open closed interval. Under the same condition, here let A and B be two distinct real numbers under the condition of A less than B, under the condition of A less than B. Now form a semi open closed interval. The set of all real numbers lying between A and B, A and B, here A is open, that is the end point A is open. That means open means here excluded, A is excluded and B is including, and B is including. My dear students, that can be expressed, that can be written symbolically as open interval. Enta open, semi open closed interval, that is semi open closed interval is equal to set of all x such that A less than x less than or equal to B. Are you understood? Here the endpoints like this, A is excluding, that is not included, but B is included. Diagrammatically we can express it as this is A, this is B. Set up all points lying between A and B, excluding A, that means not possible to here shade, but including B we can shade that one. This indicates including B, this indicates excluding A. Are you understood? Example, that is the same example, semi open closed interval is equal to set of all x such that 2 less than x less than or equal to 3. That means set of all points or numbers lying between 2 and 3, excluding 2, including 3. That forms a semi open closed interval. Are you understood, all of you? Yes. Next another one, semi closed open interval. My dear students, semi closed open interval. This is the fourth interval under the same condition, my dear students. That A and B are two distinct real numbers under the condition of A is less than B. Now we are going to define, that is the semi-closed open interval or half closed open interval. In this case, one end is closed, another end is open. That means set of all real numbers lying between A and B. Here A is included and B is excluded. That can be written as symbolically semi-closed open interval. This can be defined as set of all real numbers x such that A is less than or equal to x less than B. Symbolically, we can write the meaning of semi-closed open interval by considering two distinct real numbers. That is the diagrammatically we can write this is the point A, this is the point B, point which corresponds to a real number. Yes, we are including A, we are excluding B. Example, that is the semi-closed open interval, set of all real numbers x such that 2 which is less than or equal to x less than 3. That means set of all real numbers lying between 2 and 3 including 2, including the end point 2 and excluding the end point 3. I think are you understood all 4 different types of intervals? Yes, my dear students. Yes? Okay. Now we have to move another concept. We know, my dear students, in the last class we discussed about the subset, isn't it? How many subsets we can write for a given set? That is depending upon the number of elements of a given set. Number of elements of a given set, my dear students. For example, we consider a set. Set A is equal to set of all 1, 2. We know we can write subsets for this given set A as A1 is equal to set of all 1, A2 is equal to set of all 2, isn't it? A3 is equal to set 1, 2. We know already that is the every set itself a subset. The last one is A4 is equal to, that is the null set. That is the every set as a null set as a subset, isn't it? That is we know. That means A consisting here 2 elements, we get 4 subsets. We get 4 subsets, my dear students, according to the number of elements of a given set. That means generally we can write every set has 2 to the power of n subsets. Here n indicates number of elements of a given set. If given set consisting 1 element, then we get 2 subsets, since 2 to the power of 1 is equal to 2. If the given set consisting 2 elements, we get 2 square is equal to 4. We get 4 subsets. If the given set consisting 3 elements, then 2 cube is equal to 8. We get 8 subsets. Are you understood? That is the number of subsets of a given set. To find out the number of subsets of a given set, we use the formula 2 to the power of n. Here n represents, n indicates that is the number of elements of a given set. Are you understood, all of you? Yes, okay. Sir, what we call number of elements of a given set? My dear students, for that we know one of the word, that is cardinal number of a set, my dear students. Cardinal number of a set. Cardinal number of a set. See here, set A is equal to 2, 4, 6, my dear students. How many elements are there in this set? We know 3 elements, isn't it? That is denoted as n of A is equal to 3. This n of A is equal to 3 means number of elements of a given set A is equal to 3. Means this 3 is called as cardinal number of a set. Means number of elements of a given set, what we call as cardinal number of a set. Number of elements of a given set, what we call as cardinal number of a set. Are you understood about the cardinal number of a set? For example, A is equal to A comma B comma C comma D comma E. How many elements consisting this set A? There are 5 elements. Therefore, n of A is equal to 5. This is about the cardinal number of a given set, my dear students. Now, with the help of this one, we define another type of set, what we call as power set. Power set. See here, my dear students, A is equal to set of all 1, 2, 3. We can write subsets for this one. How many subsets we get? That is 8 subsets, isn't it? Why? Because of this set consisting how many elements? 3 elements. According to the formula 2 to the power of n, we can say there are 8 subsets for this one. I am going to write one by one. See here, set 1, isn't it? Set 2, set 3, set 1, 2, set 1, 3, set 2, 3. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set 1, 2, 3. We know. Next one is the empty set. How many subsets are there? There are 8 subsets. Now I am going to write these subsets collect by using the flower bracket. Then we represent P of A. Now P of A is called as the power set of A. What I did here? We collect all subsets of a given set A. Such a set what we call as power set. That means power set means the collection of all subsets of a given set, what we call as power set. Are you understood? Now here we discuss every set itself a what? Element of a power set. Nodi, the element of a power set which is in the form of a set. Elements ಪವರ್ ಸೆಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಇರ್ತಾವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ವಿಚಾರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಟ್, ಗಣದ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಗಣಗಳ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ಇವನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಪವರ್ ಸೆಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಗಣಾಂಶಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ನಾವು ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ we say in a power set, that is depending upon the, once again, number of subsets of a given set. Number of subsets of a given set. If m is the number of subsets of a given set, then we can use the formula n of p of a. N of, that is number of elements of a p of a. Are you understood? Number of elements of a p of a is equal to 2 to the power of n of a. If n of a means number of elements of a given set. Are you understood? Are you understood? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಸೆಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಬ್ಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿರ್ತಾವೋ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಪವರ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ. Here n of a indicates number of elements of a given set. Isn't it? Here n of a means 3 elements, we get 2 to the power of 3, that is the 8. 8 elements of a, that is the power set for a given set. Are you understood about the power set, all of you? Yes. Next we have to move on another one, that is the universal set. Universal set. Universal set. Universal set is the biggest set, my dear students. Universal set is a biggest set. To discuss the biggest set, we considering some of the subsets. By considering the subsets, we can discuss, that is the universal set. That universal set is a biggest set. My dear students, the universal set is not unique, which is not unique, which is changes under the circumference of a context. Circumference of a context. Isn't it? For example, to discuss the types of a triangles, we consider as the universal set is a set of triangles. Universal set is a set of triangles. Isn't it? Isn't it? Two types of quadrilaterals. The universal set is a set of what? Quadrilaterals. Similarly, we can give number of examples for that one. To study with which one? Rational numbers. We consider as a universal set is set of real numbers. See here, changes, not unique. The universal set is not unique, changes under circumference of a, we considering the context. Isn't it? Isn't it? Such a set, what we call as universal set. Are you understood what I discussed in this class, my dear students? Generally, the universal set is denoted as U. Generally, universal set is denoted as U. Are you understood, all of you? Yes, in this class, what we discussed, that is the intervals, cardinal number of a set, power set, and universal set. In the next class, we are going to discuss about the operations on sets, my dear students, in the next class. Okay, thank you very much.